I'm going to do a 2023 recap, and I wanted to record this with my tripod and everything, but I don't feel like doing all that, so I was like, I'm just going to get here and I'm going to talk. So, let's back up a little bit. In 2022, right before Christmas, I quit my 8 to 5 traditional full-time job with the plan of taking a year off, figuring out if I wanted to go back to school, figuring out if I want to work full-time in general, just figuring a few things out. And one of the things that I was most excited about quitting my full-time job, honestly, was going to my dad's and spending time with him every single day. Now, I usually went to my dad's and spent time with him, I would say, every Friday for sure, and then I would spend some Saturdays with him. But, anyway, that's what I was most excited about. And boy, did I get to spend some time with him, but the Lord sure had other plans. In January, things were good. February, things were fine. In March, he started not feeling well. He started being sick. In April, he got very sick. And I didn't know that most of our time would be spent back and forth to the doctor and back and forth to the hospital. Then he got very sick, and I knew that he was very, very sick because he needed to go to the hospital. And he wanted to go. Not wanted to go, but he knew he had to go. But little did I know that at the end of those 4 days in the hospital, that we would get news that he had liver cancer so bad that it was the worst liver cancer that doctor had seen in 20 plus years of practicing. And that there was nothing that could be done. And that the doctor was surprised that he was even, number one, alive, but number two, with it, able to walk, able to still take care of himself. And my dad asked that doctor, he said, well, how long do you think I have? And the doctor said, maybe at most 3 to 4 months. My dad died 2 weeks later. And it might not even have been quite 2 weeks, honestly. But when you're going through something like that, and when you're in the hospital, like we were in that hospital for 4 days, and when I tell you, it felt like we were there for months and months and months. It was awful. My dad was my best friend. And losing a parent is something I will never get over. But I thank God that I have amazing people beside me. And after my dad died, there was a lot of things that happened in my life that I will not get into on social media because the people that were involved in that, I don't talk to, I'm not going to talk to, I'm not going to talk about, like, I'm over it. But let's just say I lost a lot in 2023, and I learned a lot in 2023, and I learned a lot about who I am. And one of the crazy things to me is when we were going through my dad being sick, I remember him looking at me one of the days that we were at the doctor. And this was after he had got the cancer diagnosis, that it was really bad. We were at the cancer doctor, and he told me, he was like, mind you, he's the one in the mix of the sickness. He's the one that knows he's going to die soon. He's the one that is feeling the pain and feeling sick. And I remember him looking at me and him saying, I just want you to know that you're the strongest person that I know. And my dad said that because my dad never once, I think in that moment I did cry in front of him. But other than that, as soon as he started being sick, I went into a straight nurse mode. And that's probably not good, but that's what I did. I went into, what do I have to do to take care of him? That's all I was worried about. I wanted to keep him comfortable. I wanted to keep him as healthy as I could. I wanted to keep him as calm as I could and make him think that everything was going to be okay, even though I knew that he was going to die. I knew that before we even got the severe liver cancer diagnosis, that the day that his stomach swelled up overnight as big as it did, I knew that the end was near, but I never told him that. But I'm getting off on a tangent now. But 2023 was terrible. 2023 almost sent me to a mental institution, and I'm not kidding. There were a lot of times where I felt like that I was going crazy. But I thank God that I did not pick up any bad habits as far as drinking, etc. I did not turn to, pills or getting high or anything that people usually do. I did everything the best that I could do. And I thank God for the people that were beside me all the way, even though I haven't always acted the best. But 2023 was awful for me. It was the year that I just tried to fucking survive. I'm just being honest. And you know what? If that's all that you can say today is that you made it and you didn't kill anybody or yourself, then, that's a win. That's a win in my book. And tomorrow is 2024. And 2024 is the year of dreams for me and my husband. And there's a lot of factors that go into that. So there's a lot of things that are going to be changing. And I'm very, very excited and scared and nervous. And there are things that my dad would be very happy to see. And I know that he's in heaven, and I know that he's watching over me. So he is going to see those things. I recorded a video on Christmas Eve. If you made it this far in this video, no one probably is going to, and that's fine. But I recorded a video on Christmas Eve, and it was basically a series that I wanted to start to where when I want to call my dad, I'm going to make a TikTok. I haven't posted it because I don't think it's anything anybody would want to watch. But if you did make it this far and you think that it may help you or someone else heal by my TikToks that I would call my dad and talk to him about, then let me know. And I hope that made sense. But I don't know, I just feel like that may help someone if I get on here and I make TikToks about wanting to call my dad and what I would say if I could call my dad. So, have a great New Year's Eve. And if you are out partying tonight, please, please, please don't drink and drive. Okay, bye.